Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. All right. All right, shalom, Israel. I'd like to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and enough respect to the brothers that are out there pushing and spreading the gospel, which is the truth of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the fullness of the world. The title of this lesson, this video, is A Man's Work and a Test of Fires. And this title is a reference to 1 Corinthians 3rd chapter. When you read through it, and I will get into it, you see what I mean. And so really, I have it that way because, we're seeing as Second Ezra's, the 6th chapter tells us, let me pull it up right here. All right. Second Ezra's chapter 6, starting from verse 27, it says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, and corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared." All right. And we've seen this playing out. A lot of times we see, that the Most High is moving certain things into place. We've seen that the prophecies playing out. We're truly witnessing the year of hastening. And what's happening is that, Israel seeing the magnificence of the Most High manifest. There's a pattern. It may be a little bit, but it's enough to notice. If you're in the spirit and you're seeing all the signs of the coming of the Son of Man, you have to understand that the time of salvation, the time of tribulation, the time of prophecies, these end times come to pass. Understand that on those times, there's always also going to be a time of revelation, a time of revealing, a time of exposure. That's Yahushua said that he's coming, and nothing, we're going to get it. All right. Luke chapter 8, verse 17, it says, "For nothing is secret that shall be made manifest, that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hidden that shall be known and come abroad." So we're seeing that in those times, a lot of secrets are going to come out. A lot of the things that we do, a lot of the things that we say we represent are going to be tested. And so when the Most High, when the end times comes, it is only fitting, when the judgment comes, we are also going to be part of that judgment. Those certain things that the Most High is going to, test us, is going to, judge us according to our works. And if your work, like 1 Corinthians says, if your work can stand, the test of fires, if your work gets burned, it's over for you. You're going into the kingdom by way of the fire. The Most High is gonna, leave your ass here for the tribulations to get you. So we have to. So really, there's another effort into, another effort for a lesson of diligence and how do I put it? A lesson of diligence and works. So I hope I'm making myself clear. That the coming of the Most High also means the time of revelation, the time in which our works are examined, and exposed. All right, boom. So this is James, James chapter 2, starting from verse 14. It says, "What does it profit, my brethren, though a man say he has faith and have not works? Can faith save him?" All right. "Even so, faith, if it had not works, is dead, being alone." All right. Verse 17, that's what it says. So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. It says, "For we walk by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. Wherefore we labor that whether Therefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua HaMashiach, that everyone may receive the things, okay, done in his body according to that which he has done, whether it be good or bad. Okay? So when Yahushua comes, he's also what? Going to be, when he appears on his judgment seat, our works, whether it's good or bad, shall also be examined. It should also be under judgment. Okay? So yeah, be happy, all right, of the times that are coming. Be happy that you've seen this system coming down. But also keep in mind and keep the fear, okay, of Yahweh Shemashai in you, to know that there's also what, a way, there's a measure, okay. How do I put it? There's an opportunity, not an opportunity, but there's a chance. There we go. There's a chance that you might slip up and fall. Okay, so keep that in your mind. All right. This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. It says, "Thus said, and then said Yahushua unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man shall come in his glory," all right? "For the Son of Man shall come in his glory of his Father with the angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works." All right? When he comes, he shall reward every man according to his works. All right? It's going to be a quick video, hit here and there, but basically, it sounds like we're saying the same thing over and over again, but, so be it, and also keep in mind that the reason these things are being repeated to you, diligence, okay, hard work, diligence, push for the truth, all right? There is no retirement in this truth. The reason you keep hearing these things, the reason you keep hearing these same sentences is because it's wisdom, all right? And you, okay, failing to, grasp the meaning of it and working or making that the model of your lifestyle in this truth. When you fail to do that, understand that the consequences is extreme, okay? It's most extreme, okay? So like I said, if we're saying the same thing over and over again, it's because it is good and it's wise, all right? And a wise man will not be annoyed of it, but a foolish man will, all right? This is First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9. All right, this goes into the topic, says, "For we are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry. Ye are God's building. According to the grace of God, which is given unto me as a wise master builder. I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon." All right? Let every man take heed how he buildeth upon. So when you read up, you understand that the analogy of the work, the analogy of the ministry is what is liking. The analogy is like making a building by building, okay? All right, the work is likened it to a man building a house, okay? So it says, verse 10 says, "But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon." All right, for other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushai. All right, so the foundation of the work is laid in Yahushai. And when you lay your foundation in Yahushai, when you make your ministry by Yahushai, understand that fear and diligence is part of it. All right, and consideration of your own action and examining yourself more than you do others is also what? It's the foundation of a good building. All right, verse 12 says, "Now if any man build upon his foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest." So whatever you do with this ministry, however it is you approach this ministry, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai shall make it manifest. He shall expose it. All right, for the day shall declare it. All right, so we shall know what kind of man you are, because, like I said, the end times, it's not just about these heathen. It's not just about Babylon going down. It's not just about these heathen going into captivity. All right, it's also about what? It's about the time of exposure and manifestation, and the kind of man that the Most High chooses to glory, okay, will be made clear in the end days, in that day. That's what it says, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. That's why the title of this video is what? The test of fire. So this work is likened unto what? A master builder, all right? A master builder. And it says what? In that day, there shall be what? In that day, if the work is as pure as gold or silver or precious stones or wood or hay or stubble, it shall be what? It shall be made manifest in that day, because it shall be revealed by fire. I hope I'm making myself clear. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is, of what sort it is. So if you put a lot of work into if you made this ministry, if you thought of this ministry as gold and you treated it as such, your work, okay, when the Most High manifests your work, when the Most High tries it by fire, your work shall come out pure as gold. If you made it as silver, these are all precious stones. But if you treated this work as wood, as hay and stubble, when the test come, when the test of fires come, it shall what? It shall not stand. All right, and we're gonna find out what happens when your work work is burnt. It says, if any man's work abide, okay, meaning if the test of fire doesn't destroy your stuff, all right, which he has buildeth thereon, he shall receive a reward. So if your work shall stand, if your work stands the test of fires, you shall receive a reward. If any man's work shall be burnt, he shall suffer loss, but he shall be saved, yet so as by fire. Now, don't get it twisted, all right? You being saved, you an Israelite, you will be saved. What, like Romans the 11th chapter tells us, all right? Matter of fact, let me just right, Romans 11th chapter. For I will not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of the ministry. Continue. All right, let me just hit the point across before I lose my train of thought. So the scripture says, 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 15 says that if any man's work shall be burnt, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. So you being an Israelite, you shall be saved, but the manner of which you get the kingdom, like the brother made a video about it, like catch the first bus. He made a video like that, catch the first bus, and we did the whole point of the video was evolved around this, that you being an Israelite, you having the mindset of I'm an Israelite, I'll get the kingdom. Make sure you get the kingdom, by the first bus through the chariots. Don't get the kingdom because you've been burnt up, and now because you came from the nuclear fire and you realize how important Yahweh Shem Yahshai is in the kingdom. All right, don't be that. Okay, so if your work shall be burnt, all right, you shall suffer loss, and that loss is what? It's the suffering. You shall lose. How do I put it? You shall lose the privileges of what? Of being a witness. Okay, of having spiritual power. You shall lose the privileges of being fed in the day of famine. You shall lose the privileges of Yahweh's glory and grace upon your life. All right, you shall lose those privileges, and this is a heavy loss. Like I said, is the worst thing a man can lose ever. All right, so make sure that whatever it is that you do, make sure that you seen the chariots coming out. Yeah, you seen Babylon going down. Yeah, you see the militaries of Esau, Edom. You see Babylon. You see it crumbling. Yeah, you see chariots coming out. But understand that it is also a time you be happy, right? Be happy. It's good to be happy. It means you have faith, but don't put away the fear. Don't have it to where the work is done. The work is not done until you are ass deep in a chair on a chariot. Okay, the work is not done until then. All right. All right. So this is Romans chapter 2, verse 11. So this is Romans chapter 2, verse 11. It says, "For there is no respect of persons with God. For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law, and as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. For not the hearers of the law, For not the hearers of the law are just before God, but the doers of the law shall be justified. I know. Salat is from outside. For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these have not the law, are a law unto themselves. The point being, which show the work of the law written in your heart. I highlighted all these just to bring out the point of verse 16. 16 says, in the day when God shall judge the secrets of men by Yahushai according to my gospel. All right. So the secret of men, okay, includes the secrets of the apostles, includes the secrets of the prophets, includes the secrets, of those that believe themselves to be in the truth. Every secret will come out. So be happy, but also examine your work. Like, also be afraid, man. It's the right spirit to be in. Diligence. Like I said, you're not like the elders always brought out. Like, you can't be walking around talking about you're saved until you're literally saved from the tribulations that are coming. So until you're in the chariot, until you're in the kingdom, don't stop being afraid of letting go of the plow. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12. And you see the subtitle here being the purpose of the preacher. All right. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 9. It says, and moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people. Taught the people knowledge. Yeah, he gave good heed and sought out and set in order many proverbs. The preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth. All right. And this is the purpose of us. This is what we should strive for. It says the words of the wise are as goads, and as nails fastened by the masters of assemblies, which are given from one shepherd. And further by these, my son, be admonished, of making many books there is no end. So I continue. It says, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. All right, because don't win your. It's a whole other topic, but I'm pretty sure I want to get the point across. Verse 13, it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter, fear God and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of men. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. All right, because so this is our whole purpose. All right, and we should strive to do it better. All right, when we do it good, when we hold it precious, our work shall become as gold. It shall become as silver. It shall become as a precious stone, a precious, something precious that can withstand fire. All right, so that we lose nothing. Okay. This is Psalm chapter 7, starting from verse 8. It says, the Lord Yahweh shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness, and according to my integrity that is in me. All right. Now, this isn't a private, this should be our prayer, man. This should be, what we meditate on every day. Okay. We should meditate on this every second, every hour. All right. That the Lord judge us according to our righteousness and according to our integrity that is in us. And that, the Most High, should give us a spirit. Okay. Should give us the spirit, to actually, impress him. We should also pray for that, because righteousness is these bodies that we're in, it's a heavy hindrance. Okay. These are heavy chains that we're in. And that, divine strength for the Most High to actually, carry out the work of a righteous man, it's needed, and we should actually pray for it. All right. So when you're meditating on how you're supposed to please the Most High, when you're meditating on, on how you're gonna make your work, on how you're gonna please the Most High, make sure that you also ask for strength, because you're not gonna be able to do it by your own might. All right. So that's it on that. Like I said, I didn't want this to be very long. What was it? 19, 20 minutes. Good enough. I hope I made my I made my point. So, again, let me hit it again. The time that is coming, the time of destruction, is also a time of exposure and revealing. And you have to make sure that the Most High, when he exposes you, all right, that you had nothing to hide. When he make sure that your works are are manifested in a good way. All right. So with that, I want to end it right there. To the brothers and sisters that are watching in truth and sincerity, I want to say shalom. Yahweh Bashim Shah Brakatha. May the grace of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua be upon us, and the blessings of the elect be upon the houses. All right. So until down to the next one. Shalom.